Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've posted anything, and it's not because I've given up on things. I am actually working on several projects currently. The most recent one I finished was, of course, my War of the Roses Yorkist Army, which you can go see the showcase video of. I completed 2 field cannon pieces for them, so that's ready to go for next weekend's big nerd game day. I have been working on several other projects. It's just rather than posting little updates here and there, I was kind of hoping to have some completely finished so I could do a nice big showcase video again. But it's been such a long time, and I'm just waiting for other little bits to arrive in the post that I thought I'd just show you what I have been working on for the past week. So hopefully it might inspire you to kind of keep going with your own projects as well. So I have a War of the Roses Yorkist Army completed for Hail Caesar rule set, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to trying out this weekend. I have also been getting involved in Saga, the skirmish game, which is like a very gamey kind of historical war game. It's a really fun looking game. Covers a variety of different time periods and even a magic setting if you're into that as well. So I have been working on my Norman Warband, which is going to be 6 points. It's roughly 30 odd figures, I think. 30 odd figures around. So I've got my Duke, which some people may have seen before. I might have posted this on Facebook, and I'm very happy with him. I'm just deciding whether I need to give him a nice big shield, or that might block out all this lovely detail inside. But he's got a nice little fur trim there, very vogue for the cape that he's got on. Nice little gold cross. And his lovely little mount there, which I'm very pleased, because I honestly hate painting horses, so I'm kind of pleased at how this came out. Now, this took a while to do him, but as he's my warlord, I thought I'd spend a bit more time on him. And I have been printing and painting my Norman Knights, which are these Caballero miniature 3D prints. So there's one there. Oh god, yeah, I dropped this guy square in his face and broke off his ears. So I have some green stuff on the way, so I'm going to make some very tiny horses for this guy. Now, I didn't really know what paint scheme I was going to go for with them, so I sort of just started painting, and I did this guy with a blue kind of theme. I did this guy with a green theme. And I've done this guy with a red theme, and there is one that is going with a yellow, and I've only just realised that this kind of makes them look a little bit like Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I love this guy with his Sicilian kind of Norman face cask. I think that's really cool. The horses I did really quick on these, just slapped on some contrast paints and called it a day. These could probably do with some dry brushing on there to get a bit more detail on the horses, but needs must, with some tufts and some grass, these all look fine on the field, especially because I've got to do another batch of 8 more of these in a week. So I'm kind of get the detail on, but, you know, get them finished on time. So I got some new resin for the printer, so I've been printing off some more of these lovely Caballero miniatures, and I've ordered some metal spears for them, because the 3D printed spears are so flimsy. You can probably see on the Duke, they're very bendy, ever so slightly bendy, and I'm scared they're just going to break if I try and straighten it out. So metal spears on the way for these guys. I have 3D printed some shields for them, which are like this. They do come in a variety of different types of shields, but I found that I've ordered some lovely transfers for these guys, that these ones line up perfectly with the transfers. So they're going to have some very delicious looking shields on these Normans. Very excited, because I think that should really give them a nice look. Yeah, that should look fantastic, because I'm not pan painting those. I'm going to be bloody awful at any kind of detail. So I have been working on some of the rest of the Warband. So the rest are off screen. This is just a selection that I pulled out. These are metal models from Gripping Beast, and I don't know if it's just me being a massive snob because I 3D print my own stuff and I'm used to the detail. I just think these metal molds look so, I don't know, lazy, I guess is the word. Look at the shoulder and the arms, and the way that the face is kind of mashed into the shoulders. The detail's not really there. I mean, altogether, if you put them on a field, they look fine. But I just was so not impressed with the metal. They weren't that fun to paint. They didn't, you know, because the detail kind of just blends in. This guy kind of looks okay, but again, the face, like, the hands are a bit weird, and you know, there's not a lot of form on the model. I just think as metal molds, they're just very lazy prints. I mean, that's probably me being really harsh. The guy, I know people work a lot on these, but I just wasn't. I don't know. I don't think they were that expensive. I just wasn't too impressed with the way that the metal kind of worked out. Like this long tunic thing is, I don't know, probably could have done something a bit more exciting with the pose. Again, the hand like is bigger than his head. I don't know. Wasn't too impressed with them, but I got some new tufts from Amazon and some new flowers as well to dress them up, so I don't have to use my standard on every single War of the Roses model bouquet of flowers. So I got those guys done up. So working on those, got 8 more normal nights to do before the weekend, so I can start playing with these, and then that means next week I can do a lovely kind of cinematic showcase video again with some banging soundtrack and a quote as per usual. But finally, last but not least, I want to talk about a project that I've just started yesterday, and I had the most fun with this. So you may have seen some of the other fellas from Plastic Crack Podcasts and other Instagrams and whatnot who had been doing a lot of, well, especially Steve has been doing a lot of weird Turnip28 stuff, and I was kind of sickened but curious in a way. So I went to go look at what Turnip28 was. It's, long short is, it's a Napoleonic, a post-apocalyptic horror in a world that's overrun by mud, decay, putrid fog, roots, and mutations, all to do with root vegetables, and they're worshipped as deities. So everything's, if you imagine Napoleonic mixed with metal armored knights in the mud, shooting shitty old rusty muskets at each other and hacking each other to death with billhooks and maces and all kinds of horrible things. That's what Turnip28 is. It's a free rule set. You can find it online, and to get started you sort of pick a cult and you have to then make your own regiment. And I ordered some sprues from Perry Miniatures. On their website they've got, in the accessories part, there is spare sprues that you can order, and you can give us a go yourself. And I did some 4 Chaff Skirmishes yesterday, and this is my take on them. Now, I had a lot of fun painting these guys, and using this Vallejo mud stuff that I just got, which looks a bit like this, and inside actually looks like, I think this is just like some kind of, it's like a gluey paste, but you put it on, it dries up like mud. It's amazing. So I had the most fun putting these guys together, playing around with the models. What I did is online there are some STL files for some Turnip28 heads and bodies. So they all seem to have these bassinet mask things to hide their faces most of the time anyway. And I've been clipping parts off and putting these together. The only gripe I would have is with, and I'm probably going to get shot for this because everyone loves it, is with this. I remember reading online that, you know, everyone's like, if you're going to start painting again, you've got to get Earthshade. It's the best thing ever. It will make your models look amazing. All this does is, it's a sepia tone wash. Well, what I think is a sepia tone wash. But the annoying thing is, and I don't know if I've just got a bad batch, is that it glosses my units like they're glazed in honey. Look at the shine on that. So I've spent ages painting this guy up, and then glazed it in this stuff, and then he just looks, yeah, glazed in honey. Look at that. Sweet enough to eat. That is insane. I'm going to try some matte finish on the model to see if that takes the shine away. Because even in the crevices of his pantaloons at the back, it's like a swimming pool, a glossy swimming pool in there. But, sorry, that's me complaining too much. But yeah, these guys are my Chaff Skirmishes, or the test run that I've done. I will be doing like a longer video on this stuff. I am editing it at the moment, of a getting started tutorial on where to get all the bits and bobs of Turnip28, what kind of boxes you might need, or where to get sprues from, where you can get these 3D prints printed for you, or if you want the files, you know, I can put them in one place. But I have just been having an absolute blast kit bashing these guys together. I've got some modelling lichen on the way because I really want to. I like having the roots here, the kind of root decay and vegetation coming out of these guys, but I really want some kind of like sticky lichen to kind of look like proper roots growing out of the ground or on the models themselves. And I have actually started working on my old guard. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's got a big snail bearskin hat on his massive great helm. He's going to look absolutely baller once he's turnipped up and got some mud and grime on him. I have got actually some spare sand, and my girlfriend, I've raided my girlfriend's art cabinet again and found some Mod Podge. So I'm going to put some sand in with this and see if I can get some, because I think these are great, but I want to get some more, I don't know, decay kind of texture on them, like a bit of grit and sand that I can really get some texture off, because the breastplates on these guys are completely flat, and although it's cool, I want some grime and a bit of grit, and maybe might do a bit of scratches on them and whatnot to get a bit more in there. So these have been my test, so I'm very excited to get the rest done. I've spent this morning, I got up early just to start working on these guys, and I realised that I need and want more sprues. So I've been on eBay to get some more Perry's British infantry sprues sent on the way, so I can start finishing these guys off. But this project right here is one of the most fun things I've done. It was an absolute, because it's a messy post-apocalyptic thing, you can just be bloody horrible with your painting. It doesn't matter if it's messy. I haven't even bothered cleaning these up properly, so they've got knobbly bits where the supports were. Really enjoying the aesthetic of it. I can't wait to finish off my regiment. I've got this guy set up because I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna print or paint my own banners for my regiment. I think that's gonna look pretty dope. I've got some green stuff, as I said before, so I might try putting some other little bits on them to make them look even more gnarly. And I've got a good idea of who my TOF is going to be. It's going to be a 3D print job, but I've got like a Turnip28 narrative for my regiment in my head, which I think is really going to help me in painting these guys up. But yeah, try to check the gloss off these. I'm going to paint the rest up without the Agrex Earthshade on them, try and get them like a matte finish. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I, really happy with that game. Love it, absolutely love. It was such a joy, honestly, to paint these up. I didn't sigh once painting them or putting them together. It was just so much fun, like really good. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on so far. So I've got some big games I'm going to play at the weekend. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do battle reports or after action reports yet. I was, this channel was entirely inspired by watching Seven Sons battle reports, and he makes it look easy, and it's so easy to watch and follow. I don't know how he does it so flawlessly, but there must be a method to his madness, I guess. So I've got a couple of games I'm going to play at the weekend. I don't know whether I'm going to record them and try and mash stuff together there, or maybe arrange some private games afterwards, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, keep watching. I'm going to release, like I said, I'm working on a getting started video for Turnip28 if you wanted to get into that as well, because I think it's fantastic, needs more players. I might do a couple of painting tutorials for that, a couple of building tutorials for it, and of course I'm going to do my Norman showcase as well, in the same ilk of the War of the Roses project. So yeah, thank you to everyone that subscribed and come across from watching Seventh Son's recommendation video, because I went from like my mum and my nan liking my channel to like 100 and something odd other massive wargame nerds who like the content. So really massive thank you to Martin at Seventh Son and everyone else in the community, because it's just a massive help for the channel if you like the stuff, and it really inspires me to keep doing more. And yeah, I really am impressed with the community online for wargaming. It's just so welcoming, and everyone's like so friendly. But yeah, watch this space, more to come. Thanks very much to everyone. Have a good day.